it has been a wonderful time in the house. I won't deny that fact. I I won't say I've had any bad days. It has been wonderful, true. And yesterday we had a project to execute as cinematographers and photographers in the house. So we had a creative day. So we're teamed up to work together as photographers. I think we have 6 of us that work together, or 5, thereabout. Yeah. That work together on the campaign, mental awareness campaign. And it was actually tasking because, okay, we all are coming from different fields. We are photographers actually, but we are cinematographers, but we have different understandings of execution. So it actually posed a challenge at the beginning. I was unable to sit, deliberate, and have a standing and firm conclusion on what we want to do. Yeah, we know we're actually shooting a campaign for mental awareness challenge, mental awareness order. But I think the information was not gathered well. Some of us were like, we had 1 minute. It should be 1 minute video. One house told us to incorporate everybody in the campaign video. So back and forth, we were able to shoot. We shot everything we could, and I felt good because we had good heads. We were able to bring our heads together and execute something great.
It was a disagreement, like a team, like a production team. There is the director, and our director happened to be Martins. The director is in charge of everything. As a group, though, we disagree to agree, but I think everybody was saying different things, bringing down different suggestions. As a director, I think you just make a decision. But on this case, everybody was just bringing their own, bring this on. My suggestion was, okay, everybody will just roll and we'll pick from there. Brought the script writer, and everybody was just saying different things. I think for giving opportunity again, maybe like a task similar to that, I think we'll do better because we learned from our mistake. It was really a great opportunity, and kudos to my guys, my team that worked together. It's been a while. I was behind the camera, so yesterday I had a chance and opportunity. And yesterday I got to know some creative minds too. Yeah, I think there are some great guys here. So the work yesterday and everything, it was really interesting. And I would say everything, like everybody were good in their own field. But what we had,
I happen to be the visual editor, which is my line of work. So I tried the best I could. I threw the least I could.
Are you frustrated, depressed, molested, sexually assaulted, in pain, or in debt?
a single mom who wanted to take her life, and that made me to understand that lots of people are going through in their mind, which are not able to express their feelings or share with somebody else. Made me know that a lot is actually happening in this world, because seeing a single mom who wanted to take her life just because she doesn't have a work she's doing, and she also finds it difficult talking with other people, possibly to gain their own opinion. You know, it made me felt bad. Well, glory be to God, I was able to talk to her, and she had a change of mind. She didn't commit suicide anymore, and she's still living till now.
So that I finish school, I no can see work. I can do yahoo yahoo. I no cash out, and my guys they cash out. I was depressed.
Most people call me proud. Some say I've got a very bad attitude, but then I understand why. Because of the way I choose to relate with people. Whenever I find myself in a group or where people are gathered. But then that's my upbringing. We're brought up not to express ourselves. We're always locked out, locked in the house, and we didn't really get the opportunity to get out much. So that made me who I am today. So whenever people say this guy is proud, he has an attitude, it started getting to me that how do I explain to everybody I meet that this is not how I choose to relate, but it has been inbuilt in me to always chill and just stay on your own until you get the opportunity to talk.
When I had my first child, I had an elevated high blood pressure. I labored for 7 hours and still had an emergency CS, which made me mentally drained. I couldn't bond with my child at birth. I almost gave her away because I was scared. I thought I was going to drop and die every minute I'm alone. I told my family members that I don't want to see anybody around me because I want to be by myself. I feel hot flushes anytime I go bath. You know how it is with new moms. You have to rest, you have to eat well. I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't find peace because I was so scared and I wanted to give up myself. I bonded with my child when she was just 3 months and I couldn't feel the connection from mother to child. I feel so sad.
It was like moving 1 step forward and 2 steps backward. Like tramadol literally became my best friend. The day I consumed 1 pack because I felt like life was worthless. So let me just do what I have to do. After all, if I die, I die. What else do I lose?
Not knowing my biological father was already hard. Losing my mom at the age of 51 wasn't it. I had to stand in gap for my 5 siblings when my stepdad wasn't there. It was a very painful time for me because I was emotionally weak. But trying to stay strong for my siblings was an hard moment for me. I was smiling, but deep inside I was crying. I tried my possible best for them not to feel so bad. I took the gap of a father and a mother just to make them feel good at all times.
That they expected me to be a fighter. They expected me to be strong, of which I failed them. And even up to date, it still plays back in my head.
Talk it out! Your mental health is vital!
I was wrongly accused for stealing, tortured, and locked up for this without seeing daylight.
I was raped at 7 by 2 brothers.
I got pregnant from a rape experience. When my parents found out I was pregnant, they chased me out to the streets. I was only 14.
7 hours of labor with no hope. I had to undergo an emergency CS.
Hard work. I also tire more, also no pay.
Watching my family strive, I felt less of a man. It can't be like say I need to do anything safe. I still feel that way sometimes.
Trying to find my purpose at this stage of my life. Omo, Ishoko.
Seeing all those I've empowered, moving forward. But me, Babagba, I still dey back.
Do you know how hard it is not knowing my biological father?
Losing both parents broke me. But then, the cub in me had to become a lion.
Being a creative is exhausting, oh my God. The pressure to make it in the industry. Sometimes I ask myself, God, when?
When is that breakthrough going to come? I know I'm talented, I know I'm good, but just when? When?
Love broke me. I cried. I go just dey like this, they talk to myself.
See them reject me because of my gender. Like saying I'm my fault, say I be woman.
No one understands. Everyone just wants to judge me. So I can't tell what's going on.
Been there, done that. It's not the answer.
One conversation the world shies away from today is the issue of mental health.
Nobody wants to talk about it.
Not even those with the deepest of challenges. Forgetting that a problem shared is half solved. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. Please share your story. Seek help. Talk to someone. Your mental health is important.
Talk to someone. You are not alone.
Okay, so guys, the highlight for today was our second task when one house actually blindfolded one person and the other person was supposed to take care of the housemate that was blindfolded. And I was paired with one of my housemates, Ike, a nice guy, and literally had to take him everywhere he went to. I had to feed him, had to show him how to get his food to his mouth, though he's a very smart person. So this really made me to know that when someone is blind, the other sense organs become very active. Like he was able to walk almost on his own. And when I gave him the spoon, he was able to fetch the food from the plate to his mouth. And I really felt the pain of those persons that are blind. Not just blind, people that are disabled. It's really difficult for them. They are not enjoying their state. And today really taught me that they need our help. They need my help, they need your help. That we shouldn't neglect them at any point in time. If you see someone that is disabled, please don't be rude to that person. So I'll leave it over for my partner, Ike.
Well, Jara, very darling, thank you.
You're welcome.
This task is not an easy one. No. Being partial blind for some hours, it is hello. From today, any blind person I see, I will respect them. Not easy to blind. Even till now, I know they see well. And they see well. Just for a few hours. Imagine somebody that has been blind for years who can use his eyes to see. Like they are going through a lot. You know. But thank God for my partner, Jara. She did well. She took care of me. She fed me. She took me to the toilet. I had to ease myself. Like, she tried, as in I give her 100. She tried for me. Man, being a blind person or any disabled person, possibly leg, hand, or any part of the body, please don't mock that person. Always look out for them. It's not easy. You know, imagine me climbing staircase normal by myself, but today it was different. It was a different story. I can't even do that without somebody holding my hands, you know. So it was, I learned lesson from this, and I am also glad I was the one who was blindfolded, because I actually learned some lessons, because when you're in the other part of the world where everywhere is dark, you can't see anything, you can't feel the nature with your eyes, like everywhere is just dark. It's just a different thing totally. Like I can't even explain how I was, possibly my looks and how I was acting while I was blind.
Being blindfolded for hours. It was not really easy, I had to force myself to sleep, but I couldn't sleep because the trauma and everything, I couldn't literally do so many things I used to do on my own, like walking, eating. Imagine a few hours ago, I was able to eat and do some things myself, even going to the toilet, and it was really touching. This really taught me a big lesson. Those disabled people out there, that do parks every day, they should show care. These have really taught me a lot. I don't think I'm going to neglect them again. With the little I have, I'm going to give to them, support them in any way. It wasn't really easy being blind, So it's just another world, Couldn't see anything. All I see, feel was everywhere was just dark. That is not a good experience. It's not a good experience. I thank God for my partner. He's really caring. He's really caring. I like that. He did everything for me. From the food, going to the toilet, taking me around. He was really a nice guy to me today. That's cool. I really appreciate, man. Thank you.
You're so kind. You're so kind, bro. One house is full of surprises. You don't really know what is coming next in this house. Today for me was really emotional. From the campaign we did in the morning about mental health, I heard a lot of stories from the other housemates. It was really touching. A lot of stories from them, the kind of experience they have to go through that shaped them to make them better people that they are today. Wow. And I was just trying to shake that off when this other tax came that you have to take care of someone that is blind. Man, it was not easy to do that, At the same time, a lot of thoughts were going through my head, watching somebody in a very helpless state, somebody that is very vulnerable. At that point, you can just do anything you want to do to that person. It was really touching, man. It was touching. So I learned a lot today, and I learned to become a very kind person, a patient person. I learned patience, to be precise. I learned patience, to be patient with people that are sick, to be patient with people that are handicapped around me, to learn to be patient with them, because most of them, they just don't want to be a burden to you. It's just that they find themselves in situations that, make it look as if they are burdens to you. So thanks for the opportunity to learn.
Finally, I can see. I was once partially blind, but now the Lord has done it. Sometimes you go all around and you see all these physically challenged people, and you're just like, what's wrong with this person? But being partially blind for almost 2 hours plus was nothing I expected today, actually. It was nothing I expected. I just had to sleep at some point. I had to sleep because I was like, see, if I don't sleep, I pray these eyes will not just go blind finally. But thank God it did not. I actually have a good partner, Eka. Eka is a lovely one. Baby, you did well. It's actually a lovely one. Like, she had to tell me, take one step, like this, like that. When you're just teaching a small kid how to walk, that was what happened today. And it got to a point where I had to eat. She was like, should I feed you? I said, don't worry, I can eat myself. Because I don't know, my meat might get missing. So I just had to hold on to that one. But it was actually fun. One house, thank you, because you taught me to show kindness. Yes, the word is actually bad. The word is a bit evil, but a little of love will actually go a long way. So it actually taught me to show love. and to keep praying. That's one thing I do pray to God for, is that I pray I never lose any part of my body till I leave this world. Like, I don't want to experience it. I want this to be the last time. I thought the first time we were coming to the house would actually be the last time I'll be blindfolded. But today again, Okpo, seriously. But One House, thank you.
Okay, hi guys. Today I had to take care of a blind person.
Who is a blind person?
Temi was a blind person I had to take care of. I enjoyed it because it wasn't really like a challenging task for me, because I love showing love. I love helping people. But to a blind person, that was really, I had to be very careful. For the first time, I had to forget about my own self and concentrate solely on Temi. I was teaching him every step as though it was a baby learning how to walk
I
for
was
the
a
first
baby,
time.
actually.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every bit of it, and it actually made my job very easy for me. It wasn't so stressful taking care of him because he cooperated.
I was not stubborn.
So I enjoyed it. I learned every lesson that comes with this, that you should take care of physical challenged people, not just the blind ones. You have them deaf and dumb people, because our society these days, we tend to just look at them as the minorities, but they are the one that really needs all the love in the world. They really need somebody. I can imagine how he felt like it was in the dark, it was closed. He didn't even know what's happening. He was asking me some question. Where are we? What are we doing? What's happening upstairs? Who is this? Is that? So I could just imagine how lost he was at that time. So I like, God, I beg, let's not lose any part of our body, because every part of our body is necessary, and we all need every part of our body to feel complete. So thank you, One House, for this opportunity. I really enjoyed myself while doing this task, and I learned a lot. Thank you.
And you remember that time you were asking me if I wanted bathing? I don't know what was on your mind.
It's true. I asked this guy if he wanted to take his bath.
And you imagine I would have told you yes.
I want to bathe you now.
Bathe you. I don't understand.
What do you have that you have not seen before?
Wahala. The way you see, they different now. Thank you, One House. We love you.
Okay, hello everyone. It's your favorite housemate again, Kizu. Man, today has been awesome and a lot of experiences. So, yeah, it was the mental health campaign day for us. It was really amazing. The message, we were able to create a good story and we passed the message. Yeah, after that, I couldn't just imagine myself being blind for the first time. Okay, yeah, actually the second time I was blindfolded. I had to play the role of a blind person, and I had my partner, Mr. Josh, a very good friend of mine, as my partner, who had to take care of me all through the moment I was blindfolded. Yeah, I gave him some disturbances because I've not been feeling fine. I'm on drugs. I was steady asking for him to lead me to the restroom where I could ease myself. Even at a point, I had to wake him up when he was in the middle of a deep sleep. Say, Josh, please lead me to the toilet. I need to ease myself. And yeah, he never complained. He was just really, at the point he started telling me the story of his boss, who happened to be a blind man almost from birth, and how the man had to, fulfill all his tasks. It was really a moment I cannot just forget in a hurry. And I learned a lesson today, putting myself in that shoe of a blind person. I got to realize or see what disabled persons feel. Honestly, from today henceforth, whenever I come close to a disabled person, I'm going to make sure I give the best support ever to alleviate or to relieve them of such stress. Thank you, One House, for this opportunity, and we are grateful. I'm grateful. Thank you.
Yeah, as my partner rightly said, so he was blindfolded, and I had to take care of him. It was never a task to me because I've done that for at least almost 2 years when I was still working, because my boss happens to be a blind man. And despite all that, despite all the challenges, he was still scaling through. So having my brother here being blindfolded and to be taken care of wasn't really a load on me. So I just have to do it, remembering that, yeah, it is something I've experienced before. And to the best of my knowledge, I was able to do all I can to make the man happy. And the same thing I think I tried to do today.
Yeah,
Yes,
you,
Sunny.
you tried. Though at some point you made me understand that I woke you up from a deep sleep.
Yeah, it's not always easy. And you shouldn't, because you want to be, okay, let's say like high service, that, okay, I don't want him to complain. So anything that is not convenient to me, I should just take it like that.
Yeah.
It will not be convenient in its real sense, but you just have to do it because you are not doing it for fun. You are only lending a hand and making them feel important as well. So it's a good thing to, you know, feel other people's pain, to know how to deal with situations like that. And I think we were able to do very well with that.
Sure.
So thanks to One House Reality TV show. And I hope when we go outside of the house, we'll be able to do something beautiful to the less privileged and the disabled out there, as God helps us.
Also, thank you for the help today.
Yeah.
I really
Thank God.
appreciate it.
Jaffe was the blind one. I had to be the caregiver in our case, which was something I thought was going to be easy, you know, having the thought that as a guy, you know, it's going to be composed and well-behaved, but no, it wasn't that way. And I wasn't surprised really, because most blind people, you know, feel like they can do it themselves, like they can take care of themselves, but that's not always the case. We all need to be taken care of. But then Jaffe, at the end of the day, I had to plead with him, we had to talk and come to an agreement that, look, this is how we're going to do it and make it work as one people. Because if you see the way he was running up the stairs, like, I can't do it myself, I can do it myself, I depend on my own instincts. Come on, dude, I understand that you have instincts, but you still need to be taken care of. But at the end of the day, it was composed, I had to still give him care. Because it's not the first time I had to do something like this. I've lived close to a blind center before. I know what it's like to have disabled people around and having them in your face and want to do things themselves, but you just have to keep taking care of them and eventually they come around. So thank you for having me.
I was just trying to allow him finish. Guy, but see, forget everything he said. Yeah, it's kind of true. Some parts were true, but some parts he exaggerated.
Like what?
Yeah, the truth is that I am not blind, number one. And then I'm used to this house. So normal. I know where this road leads to, where the road leads to, and based on experience, I think 2 years back, I kind of had issues with my eye. So for like 2 months or more, I was literally like blind. Like my whole eye was just blank, white. So it kind of like gave me an ability to like understand how to use my instincts to get this, get that, get this, get that. So I felt like I was trying to do this dude a favor by not stressing him too much, because I know I'm not my like body. So I was like, okay, no be bathroom, let me just go now. I know how to just get my eye. I was like, no. And the whole thing was just like, guy, relax now.
You're being proud.
It's not proud anything, bro. I know they'll go my bathroom. And it was my room that we were staying. Guys, sleep if you want sleep. If I want enter bathroom, you don't have to come and go and watch me pee or something, guy. If I need
run into someone and enjoy yourself.
Run into who?
The point of having a caregiver.
Yeah, I know you did well. You are very caring, caring. Yes, but I was trying to. People are complaining that they were stressed, and you got somebody that was not stressing you, and you are complaining again.
You think you were not stressing me? Was stressing me, Jaffe?
The only thing I know that
they're supposed to allow me to give you care. Until I'm sure that you can take care of yourself.
How will you be sure when you will not allow me to take care of myself so that you will see? Maybe I go carry something from my box, come back. Did I?
No, I did not let you do that.
I did it.
No, I did not let you
Ask
do that.
Ella Brown.
I did not let you do that.
Ella Brown, no be true. I went to my box from the bed.
You ate only your rice.
I ate the beans.
I was even trying to feed you. I was trying to feed you.
Why would you feed me? Guy, leave that.
You can't see. You're in the dark. You ate the rice, you ate the beans,
And I
the
ate the-
stew. You ate only white rice.
No, I mixed it small. But maybe there's
I
still mix
still
for
had
the
to- I
belle.
still had to-
But I went to my box. Maybe you didn't see. That means you lose guard. Even inside your care, where the front
Your
care.
box for what?
Yes, I went to take drink inside my box and I came back. Ask Ella.
Mary gave you the drink.
No. Nobody gave me nothing. I went to my box from my bed. I went to my box, picked my drink, took it, and came back again. Do you understand? Me, I was like, guy, don't worry, just relax. If this thing is when I need small help, I will let you know. Sure, you saw me running through. You said I was running through.
You almost ran into someone with.
But generally, we did well.
We did very
So
well.
later on, we came to understand, and he even slept and left me that he's supposed to be taken care of.
Slept? I couldn't sleep, bro.
You slept, guy. I just knew that you were sleeping because you were not talking. I was gisting you about one game. You remember? I was gisting you about 20 questions, and you dozed off, guy. So that was what I was trying to avoid. But anyways, guys, it was awesome. It was amazing. And anybody that is disabled around you, that is handicapped or has one or two challenges, please take good care of them because they need it. They go through a lot. And Tumex is a nice guy. Me, I thought he was always nice to just ladies. But today I saw that he could be nice to a guy, even though it's a task though. But
Yes,
he's a nice guy. So I had fun.
So
We had
for me, the closing part was that life is already hard for most people. So for those that are disabled, you're at a greater disadvantage. We would advise that you don't try to take care of yourself. Allah will take care of you. They want to take care of you. Allow yourself to be loved. People have gone far. Don't think you're at a disadvantage. People have gone far to do great things. People like Obams, people like Ray Charles, they were blind and they came out well. They changed the world and music with their arts. And we urge you to do your best and keep hope alive and let God lead. Peace.
Shout out to Stevie Wonder.
Today I got to experience what it feels like to be blind. And man, that shit is not good. I was helpless. I was hopeless. I ate my food without even seeing what I was eating. In fact, God. It got to a point I was eating just my stew without rice. And when I had to go to the toilet, before I could tell my partner I needed to use the toilet, I was thinking, how will I tell this guy I want to use the toilet? What will I tell him? How will I do it? But luckily for me, he's an amazing person. He's just good. He took really good care of me. Took me upstairs to the toilet, showed me the WC. Then I used the toilet, and it's amazing.
Today tax wasn't really that hard for me because I've been in that shoe before years back. And I had to take good care of my grandma. Today she was blindfolded and I have to feed her, take her to the toilet, do everything for her. At first, I had to give her food and this thing. So she wasn't able to eat her food very well. So I was directing her, telling her how to put a spoon in her mouth and all of that. And later I had to go upstairs to bring water and Pepsi. I gave her Pepsi. So she drank it and all of that. We went upstairs, I arranged the bed, and she told me she wants to use the restroom. I took her there. I came outside and all of that. Though she wasn't really stressful, she's kind of cooperate. She cooperates with me, and I love the way she do her things. And also thanks to One House for this kind of tax. I really appreciate it because it's kind of learned so many things
I learned a lot.
in this tax.
Felt what it feels like to be blind, and it's not nice.
And taking care of blind people is not
It's
easy.
really not
It's not easy
nice.
at all. So today I actually learned a lot. So thanks to One House, really appreciate.
Thank you so much.
UK was my partner, and it happens that I have to be blindfolded for some hours. Actually, this is my first time witnessing something like this. staying with a blind person, taking care of a blind person. After feeding him, I was like, it wasn't enough. So I was restless. So I was asking him, like, you should tell me what you want, that I want to make him happy, something like that. So he said I shouldn't bother. Then later he said I should give him a massage. Then I did that. So at a point, I wanted to sleep. But I woke up, I was like, what about he wakes up and he needs my attention and I'm not there? So I was restless, I couldn't sleep. Today, man, I don't even know where to start. I don't know, maybe to cry. Like,
I think she was overreacting actually, because literally I was not like blind but blindfolded. And the highlight for the whole task was the question she asked me while I was blindfolded. I think it got to her more than it did to me. She asked me an important question. She said, if you were married and maybe something happened, maybe an accident, and your wife gets in this situation, and maybe she's pregnant or something, what would you do? That question got to me actually, because it's a live, it happens every day. It's a possible scenario. I've had a very close friend of mine. The mom had high blood pressure issues, and till today she cannot hear. And then living with your mother for years, over 30 years, and then all of a sudden she has maybe an incident or an accident, and then she can't hear again for the rest of her. As in, they've tried all medical means and they cannot actually solve that. He's now living with a mother with hearing issues, and it becomes a it's very tactical for him, tough for him. Sometimes he cries and all that. So it's a reality for people out there to live with people blind and that have issues like that. So for me, I was able to answer her. The key ingredient there was love, or is love. When you love, when you'll be able to do those things. You know, some people do want to help you, but the approach can be grudgingly. But then when the love is there, if you marry somebody that you love, at the end of the day, anything that happens, for better for worse, the love will be able to keep you in check, keep you in the relationship or whatever is there. So the people that actually have impairment and all that, what they really need is love. I think what is necessary, what we were taught in One House reality show today, was how to love beyond ourselves, beyond our comfort zone. And like, you see what she was going through. She was restless the whole time, and I felt it. I felt it so much. She was trying and trying and trying to make sure I was happy and comfortable. I was a little bit restless because my sight was taken. She was massaging my hands and my legs and everything, and it helped me relax. And I actually slept like a baby because I felt like I was a baby. Like, it was fun. Yeah, it was really good. Thank you so much. You did so good.
Thank you. So, for those people out there, when you see those people passing through such situation, please try to help them. Show them love, care for them.
Yes, of course. You might see them at traffic lights and you just want to pass. You might not know what they are going through. You go to their homes, you go to their houses, and you see the struggle is real. So lend a helping hand. You might not know how far, how well you've gone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Actually, when you said blindfolding from the first partners, I was actually thinking that I would be the next person. Just between me and my partner, I will be the person that will be blindfolded. But after everything, my partner was blindfolded. And when we were told the task, I didn't see it more like a task. Because I've actually not stayed with someone that is blind before. I've not. But I've stayed with a disabled person, not just one. The very first guy I dated was disabled, was crippled. So I didn't see it more like a task. It was just one of those things. So, and also my dad, I could still remember when my dad had an accident. I was the one that went to take care of him and every other thing. He broke his leg. I used to carry his leg. Even when he wants to use the toilet, I give him the pool, he uses it. So it was just one of those things. So when you started, it was so easy for me to try to manage my partner, know what to do to my partner, because it's something I'm used to. So it was actually a nice one, and actually I was given a very nice partner. Yeah, when he was blindfolded, yes, I had to feed him. I gave him food, and of which he was ready to eat by himself. But I got to understand that it won't really be that comfortable for him to feed himself. So I took it upon myself to do that for him. I fed him, and after that, I took him upstairs. It was nice. It was actually a nice experience. Thank you. And I'm happy he was my partner because we got to talk. He had actually been in the house. We've actually not had this kind of conversation. But today we had the opportunity to converse, and I got to know a bit about him, not more. So it was a nice one. The task was mind-blowing. I love it. I seriously love it. It's a nice one.
Wow. Melody, I must give it to you. You really, really did well. I felt so special, and although all I could see was darkness, and I learned something today that every single part of your body is essential. And to all the disabled out there, I give it to you guys. I know it's not easy, but you guys are just the strongest. I tried all my possible best to, check if I can find a light or something. But man, I was so much scared because I've never been that, for that long being blindfolded before. And I was like, oh my God, when is this task gonna end? But thanks to Melody here, she fed me like, oh my God. Can't remember the last time I've been fed by a woman or lady. But I really love it. I felt so special. I was free with her, and she really took care of me, took me down to upstairs, and she laid the bed and everything. And she was just asking me a question, are you okay? What do you need? And everything. At a point of time, I was asking her, the food we were giving, where's the meat? Because she was just feeding me, and I couldn't even eat the meat. So, but I was
actually feeding you because I grew up in a family whereby when you're eating, you get to finish the food before the meat. So
wow.
I was already used
in
to
my own family, we first eat the meat before the food. But it was awesome. And man, starting from today, I will start respecting every disabled out there. It's not really easy. And I felt it today. I've not been really giving attention to all the disabled there, but today now I know what attention means. I love you guys, and I believe the strong you will always be there at all times.
So I would just want to advise to all the disabled out there, keep being yourself. I keep saying it. You're disabled, you're not disabled. Keep being yourself. Keep doing that thing you know how to do best. I really don't like it when I see disabled persons, they just feel so relaxed, sit by the street side begging. No. Do something. My ex, the very first guy I dated, was disabled, but he's a pharmacist and a good one of the best. So keep doing what you're doing. Always try and strive to be the best. That's my advice for you.
And thank God I'm not disabled. I'm here for you, babe. All right.
Happened to pay me with Unstoppable. So she was blind. I'm not blindfolded, you are blind, Abby. Took you to the toilets, but you not allow me to bath you, Abby. No. So I took her to the toilet when she wanted to meet you. Like, Martins, please hold me tight. I feel lonely. That part got me. I mean, feel that time when tell me, make I hold you.
I was so scared.
Are you serious? I was like, I should hold her. That she's very scared. I had to take her to the toilet. She paid. She came out. Came to the room. I tried feeding her though, but that one didn't work for me. I tried, but
you tried.
You tried, but
especially the meat.
I really tried today. But I gave you big meat now.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you now saying? What you trying is especially the meat? Okay, you said especially the meat. The meat is big. So I gave her meat. I fed her. I went upstairs. I got water for her. So today, me and her, we are one. That's why she be we are one today. That's why everything we are doing it like one. So it makes sense today. Unstoppable, my guy. I don't know you take camera, how they feel. Say Martins take care of you today. Tell them.
Yeah, so I mean, the day started very well. Started with the mental health campaign. Everybody played their parts very well, took our lines very well, and it went well overall. I thought that was the end of it all. When finally it was like, face your partner. Now form a pair, face your partner, and I was the blindfolded one. My goodness, it was like I was shut out of the world, like the world, me against the world. Wow, I was so scared, like scared to hell. It was terrible.
But you know it's very
terrible
difficult taking care of you, but if you are blind, really, be very, very difficult taking care of you. Don't worry.
That was a challenge. And I had a very wonderful partner, Martins. So he was always there. At a point when I was like, I wanted to pee, I had to use the loo. I tried to use the flusher and the flusher wasn't working. I was like, please, Martin, please, could you come and flush my pee? And he came to my rescue and he did that.
Suffered in your hand.
Was like,
just say
God.
Martin suffered in my hand. Say it like that.
I wouldn't say he suffered in my hand. He was caring, he was supportive, he was like, he was always there whenever I needed his attention, whenever I called on him, he was always there. Even like what I thought he would just like just run away, like unstoppable. Like somehow like I felt this connectivity and stuff like that. And it all went very well, and it was overall it was a very caring.
No feel any connectivity unstoppable. No feel
it went well, and
you should look out for those.
Yeah.
Out there.
Physically
These guys are really passing through a lot. They are really, really passing through a lot. I think you should look out for them. Take care of them how you can.
Show them support, love.
Thank you.
And us give us a task for you to be someone to be blind, and you should be catering for him, taking care of the person. Today I know what it feels like for someone to be under you, not just someone that is blind. You have to carry them to the toilet, make ways for them, make sure they eat something good. Eric is my boy, I got to take care of him. You know, it's my boy, it's my leader.
Yeah.
So I did the best I could. Take care of him, I took care of him. I laid his bed. I even pulled his trouser. I take him to the toilet to ease himself, you know. He's in my care, so I got to take care of him. So I did that. So that was how my day goes.
Today, I don't know what to say, but today was, I felt sober, like I was blindfolded for literally close to 4 hours at least, and I felt like I was lost. All I could see was black, as in nothing. I was not even seeing anything in short. Like, I was not thinking straight. At the time, I was like, if this wasn't actually a task, what if this was actually the real world? This could actually fuck with my mind. Like, I would be like, why am I even living? Like, what's the essence of living when I'm a burden to somebody? And I'm also, I can't even place anything in this world. I can't see colors. I can't see the beautiful things of the world. Like, nothing. It's just me and my thoughts alone in my own world. As in, when I was even feeling for the person self that was even taking care of me, because I was just on my own. I thought about what if I was literally blind, like not this task, then that means I'll be frustrated, because I am this kind of person that sometimes things easily get to me very fast. At the time, I was like, let me just stay and think about how this world is. I overheard Unstoppable when she was talking to her partner, Martins. I was in the room when my partner took me up to go and ease myself. So I overheard unstoppable. She was telling her partner that she's alone, that he should not leave her, that she was alone. At first it was funny, but thinking deeply within me, I felt her sorrow. Because she knew that if her partner wasn't close to her, she's literally helpless. And I sat down within myself and had a sober reflection inside of me. I'm like, so this is how blind people, like in the real world, actually feel. When someone is not there to take care of them, they feel so helpless. They feel so unattended to. And the person actually helping them have their own life to live. So sometimes they might get tired. They might even get fed up sometimes. They might even be giving them gesturing face. But the person is blind. The person can't see. So whatever you give to the person is what the person gets. The food, the clothes, the person doesn't even know if he's wearing something good. This should actually pass a message to everyone out there. People are actually suffering. You wake up in the morning and you're sad. You're sad because you feel that there are some certain things in life that you've not gotten. But you forget that there are some persons that are bedridden in the hospital. You forget that there are some persons that are blind, they are disabled. Some persons can't hear, they can't speak. And sometimes in the modern world we are, they isolate such kind of persons. They feel unloved. This message should go to everyone out there. If you're watching this, please, please, sometimes just try and put yourself in the shoes of these people and make them feel loved. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I'll start by saying thank you, Mary, for taking care of me. You did a good job. I think you did a good job. Today I experienced what it feels like to be totally helpless in the form of a blind person. I had a blindfold for as long as I can think of. My right eye hasn't adjusted to the lights because I was in the dark for so long. So I'm still working on that. But then, I'm sorry, but then I took care of my grandma when she was ill, shortly before she passed. And I feel like at some point I nagged about it. I'm sure now I know that she didn't enjoy being a burden. I tried to be considerate today, like trying to limit the amount of messages or errands I had her run for me. But then it still came back to the fact that I needed her. She fed me, walked me up the stairs, gave me seats, took me into the kitchen. I'm sure it was a lot on her and she did very well. Well, what I've learned today is don't stop helping. The less privileged, they need us, they need you and I. They're a burden and they don't like it. So let's keep being there for one another. Thank you, Mary. You're welcome. Yeah. So, although it was not easy assisting because I'm a kind of person who loves to work freely. Though I would give a lending hand when time comes. Today was a bit handful for me because I had to, assist Ella to walk up the stairs, take care of her, do some kind of things. And we got to even bond today. I'm sure you guys are surprised and we are both sitting here laughing. Yes. We got to, amend some things. Shake off that, will I say,
awkward silence.
Exactly. Today. So, and thank you, One House, because this opportunity wouldn't have come.
True.
If we're not together. Although the opportunity came before, but I made a mistake. I didn't acknowledge that. It's my fault. But still, today's task was, wonderful. I didn't see it as a task, actually. I saw it as an opportunity to make a new friend. I saw it as an opportunity to talk to someone that, you know, well, didn't offend me, or will I say we offended each other? It's like that. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
And we got to talk, got to share some kind of, you know, little bit of experiences. You know, and I felt the pain of those in need. I felt her pain today. Because it's just like what's happening in the world of today, where one is disabled, either by the leg, hand, kidney, liver, you know, neck, eyes. You know, every part in one's body is very essential.
Yeah, true.
Without one part, the others will not function properly. So, you know, it taught me a lesson to never ignore one who is in need of your help, because you never can tell when you will need that same person's help, and that also can also bring you closer to that person which you don't expect.
True.
So never stop giving a lending hand.
Thank you. Thank you.